About 4 years ago I made a video about how to create a root over rock bonsai. This video. I will link through the actual video at the end of this one. It was one of my first videos. Not everything is great, but the nice thing is I do still have the tree that I then put onto the rock. This is a flowering lilac, and actually it's a dwarf flowering lilac. They grow really slow. Trunk fattening is not all that fast, and the root fattening isn't fast either. But one thing that I've noticed is here at the base, the roots do not gently hug the rock. They're actually a little bit free from the rock, so the rock has sunk down and the plant has lifted. Let's see what the rest of the tree looks like. I'm going to take it out of the pot. I'm going to see what the roots look like. I'm going to decide whether it's going to go back into this pot or whether I'm going to put it in a bit of a nicer pot, or who knows, I might actually take it apart completely. Just follow me along. I hope you've enjoyed the little video on the side here showing how I made this, and yeah, let's get this out of the pot. It's actually the 29th of March. And it is really, everything is started to push and to grow. So this is the optimal time to do repotting work, and with that also the work for removing a root over rock from its pot. Now what I've done when I was planting it up, I put a layer of aluminium foil, and for American viewers that's aluminum, and that is around the rock and the roots. So ideally all the roots that grow here now in the root ball come from down below and have grown up into the substrate. So I should be able to gently remove everything that is grown here on the outside. And I say gently because of course I don't want any roots to fall down with a lot of heavy substrate and then tearing off any roots that are on the rock. So I'm gently raking this root ball apart here to see where do all these roots come from. And here we already have a culprit that comes from through the aluminium. Hope that hasn't happened on too many spots, because then this is really a very unsuccessful root over rock. Let me just start really removing some of these roots so I get a clear view of what's going on, and I reduce the risk of pulling the roots from the rock. Let me just do this all around. Be right back with you. I decided to bring you in after all, because look at this. This is just nice. All the roots just come off like this. So pretty much all of the roots that are here are now released, and now I can gently start unwrapping here the aluminium foil to see what have these roots done, how did they sit on the rock, and what is the next phase. Now there's a few bigger roots in between here, so I really need to be careful. Ideally all the main roots are hugging the rock, so everything that I cut off that is more than just half a centimeter, 1/5 of an inch away from the rock should not be main roots. This is a bit tricky and there is a risk, but well, hey, no risk, no rewards, right? Let's see from the other side whether I can get more access here. Now why did I use aluminium foil? Quite easily said. Aluminium foil can be shaped, so you can actually make it hug the rock, pushing the roots as close to the rock as possible. Foil will just go over the highest points. Aluminium foil you can just press into crevices. Now this is tricky. There's a lot of roots here coming up, and there's some aluminium foil. I think I'm just going to have to risk it all. That's a big root. I think that's pretty much all. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, all unpacked. Now I'm just going to remove as much substrate as possible. Alright, let me be honest. This root of course is not pretty, and it is not great that here there's a little bit of space between the trunk and the roots. But besides that, this is actually pretty pleasing. If you look here, you see all these roots, they're really hugging the surface. There's a root still in here in this crevice. I'm not going to uncover it, but this root face looks pretty good. Here there's a lot of roots surrounding, including some of the bigger roots. but also this, and I think this was the intended front. You see there are some main roots that are really running across the surface. This is a little bit of a downside, but it does hook around the rock. So here you can now move the whole tree, including the rock, just using the trunk. I'm not going to lift it because it is still not completely attached, but that does mean this is starting to grasp. Now I do want this to further develop, so I'm going to again encase it in aluminium foil up to here, but then I'm going to put it in a much smaller pot. I'm not going to sink it down, I'm just going to put it on top of substrate, and just, well, the bottom inch, 2-3 centimeters are going to be covered with substrate. So the old roots really need to delve deep, and hopefully that will encourage the rest of the roots to thicken. Some of these fine roots will die off, and I have much better main roots, and in a year or two I can probably uncover it again. Now this is going to make a lot of noise, so I'm just going to do it without me saying anything. Making sure, of course, that the bottom roots are free enough to go into the ground, and everything else is protected against drying out and curious birds for the next couple of weeks. And then find a way to really attach it. I think I'm going to have to put a few aluminium wires around so that these ends do not come loose. And then I'm just going to slide it on top of a pot of substrate and fill up the edge a little bit. And that should just do it then. Cool stuff. Now I've used the original substrate and the small pot that I already had at hand here, and now I'm just going to take this rock and place it on top here. So now the whole root area is tangling underneath at this aluminium foil. This rock sits in place. I've added a little bit of substrate here around the edges to aid in keeping it humid inside and the young roots on top alive. And I'm just filling this up to the rim with substrate, and that should then be it. And I can just only hope that there's not going to be a storm and 16 birds in the next couple of months, and that by the end of summer these roots have really gone down into the pot and really only strengthened around the root surface. And then I can maybe pot it up without the foil. In fact, I might actually, somewhere over summer, slowly start uncovering this aluminium foil to get a more and more dry environment for these roots. But maybe I'll just do that, you know, next spring, early winter, middle of winter, when it's humid and not when it's hot and dry. Let's see how this fares, but quite happy with how this is developing so far. Little root over rock. Not sure about the trunk shape though. You see that I've removed some bigger branches just to make sure that I don't get massive cuts on here, because this doesn't heal all that well. I might still go for one of these buds as a trunk extension and leave these in place and just cut them back at some point. But it is nice, it is healthy, it has lots and lots of buds. Yeah. Anyway, off in the garden with this. Give it a little bit of water. Now this really is just a very short video. I'm going to do the full length of this as well, so I will make a new video where I include this section and the follow-up later in the season. But this was really a video on request. People have been asking on the original video, can you give us an update? Oh, by the way, the original video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the moment to do it. And if you don't know why, maybe you want to watch my latest video. And otherwise I just say, see you next time. This was Jelle, growing bonsai with dwarf lilac over a rock. An update after, I think it is 4 years. I will pop it somewhere in the video how long it really has been. See you next time.